Good day. Multiplayer shooters are a dime or perhaps even 20 cents a dozen these days. So finding one that differs from the norm is somewhat difficult. Now if multiplayer shooters are a dime a dozen, then the zombie shooter is probably a dime a hundred. Really, zombies have unfortunately been done to death. Pun intended. Killing Floor, however, thankfully offers an experience that is somewhat different from both multiplayer shooters and zombie shooters as well. Killing Floor is a first-person survival horror wave shooter. Essentially, Killing Floor has one game type wherein you fight waves and waves of genetically engineered monsters, ranging from the basic Clot to the hard-to-kill Scrake. Now this may seem basic, but believe me, shooting things in this game is anything but. For one, you're probably wondering just where the targeting reticle is. There is none. The guns all behave pretty much like real guns do. Also, the enemies all do a good amount of damage, and you can die very fast. Also, as you complete more and more waves, more and more enemies spawn. Also, as new players enter your game, the enemy count goes up to compensate. And when faced with this many enemies, you suddenly don't feel like the 10-foot badass you thought you were.
Watching, I'm reloading!
When you first start the game, you have to pick a perk, and they all have different effects, and they all give different buffs to different weapon types. After every round, the trader opens up, and she will sell you guns. You can also buy, in addition to weapons, combat armor, which you must do, otherwise you will die. Playing Killing Floor requires a great deal of teamwork and a sound strategy to survive. If you just run and gun, you will die. Sometimes. That's the great thing about this game. No one strategy works all the time. You just have to really play it by ear. At times you can trigger a bullet time-like effect. That can be both a help and a hindrance depending on the situation. Now at the end of every map, you will have to fight the boss known as the Patriarch. And in addition to having a rocket launcher and chain gun, he can also turn invisible if you hurt him enough. Believe me, there is nothing more annoying than getting killed by him in the end. If you haven't tried Killing Floor, get it. You will become addicted, and you will be playing this at 4 in the morning when you have to work the next day. And so, this is John, wishing you good Red Orchestra. Good Serious Sam, or whatever makes you happy.